Alright, so welcome to my YouTube video. This is the one-wire 3D printed WS2812B Switch Array demo. Now, I wrote a whole program, and I'm going to show you that program in a few minutes, just to demonstrate this concept. But before I do that, I want to show you a couple of things. Okay, we don't need that for now. First of all, this is a standard WS2812 LED array, and they come in different sizes, 8x8, 8x16, and LED strips. And this technique and this code should work with any of those. This is a Teensy 3.2, and the code, although the code is specific that I wrote to the Teensy 3.2, the technique should lend itself to the Arduino or the Raspberry Pi. I'm using the Fast LED library. It should work with a NeoPixel library, so you'll need to follow the links and dig into it a little bit to understand how that would happen. Otherwise, the controller is a standard control coming in over here, ground 5 volts and data signal. And over here we have a single yellow wire. It's connected, there's a 10K resistor to ground to a pin on the Teensy that detects when a button is pressed. And of course the program is actually already running because it's refreshing this array 100 times a second, and that's what's allowing this green light to appear to flash. So I think that's everything. So without further ado, here's the demo. I'm going to turn off the lights and press the flashing green light in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so once again, this is the one-wire 3D printed WS2812B Switch Array demo. And what I've done is I programmed two things over here, two different functions. The first function is that it acts like a color picker. And so I've got an array of different colors that I can pick from. So for instance, if I pick red, then the message comes out in red, or if I pick green, it comes out in green, or if I pick lavender, it comes out in lavender. Now, it's telling me to try the mode button. And so the mode button is this flashing white light up here. I'm going to press that now, and we're going to go to calculator mode. Okay. Okay, so now we're in calculator mode. It's a standard calculator. You can see there's a green numeric keypad, and then we've got plus, minus, multiply and divide, equals, and clear over here. So I'm going to enter 1, 2, 3, plus 4, 5, 6, equals 5, 7, 9. And that's correct. And just to show you it works, I'll multiply that by 2. And furthermore, for the fun of it, I'll divide it by 27. Now this gives the answer 42, which, as we all know, is the answer to the question about life, universe, and everything. And so that ends the demo program. I'll clear the calculator and press the on-off button and turn the lights back on for a second here. Okay. So this is the switch right here, and this one's black with white. I thought black with clear would be really nice, but unfortunately I don't have any good clear filament, and so I resorted to using white for this switch. And when I was printing these, I hadn't thought about printing in black yet, so I've got another batch that I'm printing up that I want to continue with. But anyways, this will show you how it works. So here's a little piece of wire. Here's a regular piece of breadboard wire, and I'll just kind of stick that in the switch like so. Okay, and so now I got the breadboard wire stuck in the switch, and I can snap that anywhere I want on the array. So I'll pick there. And then I take a standard jumper, and I'll just attach that to the wire. Okay, and so now I'll turn the lights down a little bit so you can see it. And when I press the button, well, the Teensy knows which button is pressed, and it highlights that in highlights the button in white and surrounds it in red. And just to kind of like prove that it works, I can take that off and I can put it anywhere else on the array. And by the way, those flashes are because it's an interrupt, and as soon as I touch that wire, I'm putting a big signal into it. So I move the button, and here, now it's over here, or I can move it up here, and it just snaps on there. And one thing that's kind of nice is, as I built this array of them, they tend to lock each other in. Now, initially I thought I'd build up one array with a whole bunch of switches, but because of the tolerances and the deviations in the way they make these things, it would be really hard to get a single array to fit. But the advantage of building them as separate things is that once you put them on, they interlock, and I mean, they're on there pretty good. Now, if I was going to make a permanent project, I'd probably put a drop of super glue on each one before I put it down. But I haven't needed to glue anything for this demo. These are all snap-on buttons, and and so that makes it kind of nice for us experimenters. So if we want to just play around with this, and you don't need to print 100 of them. You could just print one and try it. But you could also, like I said, you could use a LED strip, add a control strip with some colors to your next project, or you could fill one of these up with switches and make a MIDI controller. I just thought it was so cool, I wanted to let you know about it. And so once again, please check out the links below. You can find all the STL files, the Fusion 360 files, the source code, and lots of descriptions about how it works and why I think this is an interesting project. Okay? Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching.